Hi everyone, and welcome to another Natural Hair Weekly podcast with myself, Jadusha, Zena, and the wonderful Candice. Welcome everyone. Hi ladies.
Hey Jadusha, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you guys?
We're good. Hi Jadusha. Hi everyone out there.
It's great for us to convene again. Yeah, it's been another wonderful week, everyone. Zena's going to tell us about our new newsletter.
Oh yes. Hot off the press. We have a new newsletter. If you signed up and subscribed, you may have seen it. If you haven't subscribe today, and so you'll get it in your inbox on Monday. But we are featuring lots of stories, lots of taggers, events that are coming up. So it's a quick read, but we promise you it'll be a naturally good one.
Yes. And it's be mindful that we're going to be having a lot of up and coming competitions and giveaways, and they will be featured in the newsletter. And so if you're not,
you need to win it.
Yeah.
Right.
If you would like to be in it, you have to subscribe in order to ensure you don't miss out.
Yes, and when you subscribe, you get that email, you have to accept it, right?
Yeah, make sure because we want to make sure we're not spamming you, so you will receive a confirmation email to say that you're happy to receive the Natural Hair Weekly newsletter. I mean, why wouldn't you be happy? But hey, and so if you could confirm, that would be great, and then you will get the newsletter winging its way to your inbox every week. We need some beautiful love and light in your inbox.
Yippity! All right. Editor's choice.
Ooh.
Yeah. Actually, this week it's the Caribbean editor's choice. Holla.
Oh, is it? It is my favorite story out of the news. The newspaper this week. It's actually the story of Dorinda Mati out of Ghana, and the headline is Dorinda Mati making a case for the natural hair movement, and it's basically her story. She's from Ghana, and she started a natural journey about 4 years ago, and 1 year into it, she decided to start a Facebook page and just do research on finding different ways to do her hair, different products and stuff like that. And she was posting all the information that she found out and all the different hair products and stuff. And people started asking her if she was selling the products. And from that stage, she just took it naturally and went over and started doing research, made her own products, and started selling them. But what really attracted me about her story is that she was saying that it didn't start as a business. It was really a passion for natural hair that led her to starting the business. She just wanted to share knowledge with a lot of people, more so in Ghana, because apparently there's a large following of the hair weaves and the stuff like that going on. So she just wanted to make that change, and it reminded me of us. And our purpose.
Yeah.
It really is about just encouraging that change, encouraging that one person, and it's a passion that has brought us here. So the name of our product is called Naturals, and it's available so far in the UK and in Ghana. It's not yet started in the US, but I'm sure you can get it off of Amazon and eBay and stuff like that.
You know what? Just as you were talking, Candice, you were giving me goosebumps. I was like, yes, it's so true. In terms of like, if you live your passion and you find what your passion is, all the other stuff comes later. But it really is finding your passion. So for those who don't know our mission is by 2050, all little girls and boys will grow up and be judged by their character, not the texture of their hair, and they will feel confident to rock their fro and wear their natural hair anywhere with the education and knowledge to use products that increase their self-worth and support their well-being.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, and another thing that she said as well is that it just started with, of course, her making her own products and selling them because people were asking for them. And then when she branched out to start her company, she now has 25 people employed in her company.
Awesome.
And what she said, the start of the business itself really depended on having the right group of people to go on that journey with. So again, it brings it all back to us, like naturally, like that's what it is. You follow your passion and you find people that are like-minded, and you just go on that journey.
Amen.
Naturally.
Yeah. Amen. Yeah, and if you have a natural hair journey or story that can inspire you, feel it's inspirational, or you've triumphed over some hurdles or what have you, please share with us. We'd love to hear your story or maybe even interview you. Email us at info@naturalhairweekly.com or editor@naturalhairweekly.com, because we'd love to hear from it. We're all in this together, guys, naturally, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, are we going to talk about WCW?
Oh, yes. Who was our Women Crush Wednesday last week?
I couldn't imagine possibly who, as I flick my invisible long hair. Yeah, Women Crush Wednesdays were featured on our Instagram today, and we featured ourselves, the A team, the Natural Hair Weekly team. So if you want to meet us, you can check out our Instagram if you haven't already, if you're not following us.
Yeah, so we were last Wednesday, so you check that out. Or last Wednesday. All starts with self-love. That's what we say.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Feel free to shoot a question. If you have a comment, make a comment. You have something to ask me, ask Zita, ask Jadusha. Don't be afraid. We're always watching and waiting. Happy to engage in conversation.
So be it. That's what we're here. We're a gateway and a medium, and it includes so many different aspects. Natural hair is like a gateway to, deeper conversations.
Oh, speaking of deeper conversations, should we talk about some of the Wish You Were Here events that are coming up?
Yes. Oh gosh, well, on the 29th of July, our very own Jadusha, global editor, will be at the Inspirational You. That's in London at Village Pop-Up Market. It's a well-being discussion, and they're discussing mental health and how to cope and deal with family members, friends, whoever it is that may be going through some mental health issues. So check them out, eventbrite.co.uk. You can get your tickets there. But go and see Jadusha.
Yeah. She's so multifaceted. You would be surprised. So go check out her other life.
Yes, just talk about me like I'm not here. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I am looking forward to it because I am about everything about well-being, self-care, and they're speaking specifically about looking for signs and symptoms about us, mental health issues. And it should be very interesting and quite enlightening. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. And thank you, Inspirational You, for the invitation to Natural Hair Weekly being part of your panel.
Awesome. So we just wanted to give a quick shout out as well to our taggers who we wish were here with us. And we always appreciate you tagging us and saying hi. So again, Yocasta Torres, thank you again. Loving the curls.
Beautiful curls.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Whoop, whoop.
Keon here, loving the...
Is that Keon from Trinidad?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Keon.
Gorgeous. Loving the wrap, the Ibelia.
Oh, lovely. The earrings, too.
The earrings are rocking. They're rocking. Curly Closet, one of our favorites.
One of our fans. Hello, Curly.
Loving the updo. And you've got to check out her website. She's got a new website.
Yes, she does.
She always has such great tips.
Always.
Yeah.
I've been using some of them in my hair, and it's it's starting to pop. Not like yours. I'm not slaying like you yet, but yeah, I'm getting there. Shamsay Hair Nurse. She's always showing us how we can, if we want to, transform our kinky locks or curly locks into the straight flow with the healthy blow dry, and also some protein treatments. So
look at the color.
I know the color is popping.
Genius.
Yeah. And our very own again, Keisha Emiliana, who did the Crown of Curls workshop. She's got another one coming up soon. So make sure you check that out. That's on the 13th of August, Sunday, so there's plenty of time. And Hot to Trot, Aching Breezy from Atlanta.
Oh, wow.
Looking flying fine.
That's right.
Up in the, what colour is that? It's like copper.
Like an amber.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful. Curly fro. So yeah, some great pictures from some great tags. Thank you guys. Wish you were here.
Wish you were here.
Naturally.
All right, so now we have another special treat for you. I had the pleasure of...
Too good to them, man.
we interviewed Lesley McKenley this week. Absolutely awesome sister, like a literal star, superstar. She's had a very colourful journey, and we're going to let you listen to her tell you about her and her journey. So check it out. Hi everyone, this is Jadusha, and I'm here with a very, very interesting entity on the planet. Her name is Lesley McKenley, and I'm going to let her tell you about herself, exactly what she does currently now, and then we're going to dive into her journey with her. Hi Lesley, how are you?
Hi sweetheart, lovely to see you this lovely afternoon in London.
Yes, we are here in London. It's awesome to see you as well. She's glowing, her eyes are sparkling, looking very beautiful.
Yeah, I am actually feeling great. I'm travelling tomorrow back to my wellness home in Barbados, so the enthusiasm levels and the energy transfer is already happening, so hence
Can I come?
Well, yeah, if you want to. I can always squeeze you in my suitcase. You can always come along. No
with my
problem.
2 daughters as well.
Listen, family, all is welcome.
Thank you. So, all right, jokes aside. So,
Yes.
what are you doing with yourself right now?
At the moment, as you may or may not know, I'm actually I've relocated to Barbados. I spend a lot of time in I call my wellness home there, where I cultivate and think about my health and well-being, and it's also a place where I do a lot of planning. So my plan is, and I'm obviously my background, I'll start there, is I'm a property investor with a very, very, very strong interest in exchanging and transferring my knowledge to help empower other women and men into looking at investment. I think it's very important that this information is imparted, as it was to me, to other people, so that they can think about changing their lifestyle to a more healthy, well-being led lifestyle. So the balance between work and well-being is addressed. So my mission at the moment is to create workshops and masterclasses to actually help people address or think about changing their lifestyle in some way that they can enjoy their lives and not just live to work, but also enjoy life. And it's very possible, but I don't believe there are a lot of people out there that have actually done that transition, and on top of that are prepared to exchange that information and education to help and support people make that transition. So that's my passion right now. That's what I'm working on. But I had to live the experience first, which I have done. So it's been a 4-year plan, 4 years of planning, 3 years of actual living in that environment now, and it's amazing. It's fantastic, and it's beautiful. And I'm so enthusiastic and excited about exchanging that information and helping people, even look at the possibility of living a lifestyle which is enriching for health, well-being, and for life.
And that is very refreshing that you're prepared to impart that knowledge. Like you say, not everybody is prepared, to share. They want to hoard it to themselves because there's a concept that abundance is limited.
It's it's a very strange concept that I've never really understood, to be fair. I think maybe it may have had something to do with my upbringing, my family life. We've never had that idea of keeping everything to yourself. It's that concept is really quite foreign to me. But I realise that not everybody thinks on that vibration, which is something I'm happy to sort of change. I want to be the person who isn't like that. I want to be come over. I want to be approachable. I want people to be able to come up to me and ask me questions. And obviously, where that's already happening, so I realise that my knowledge and what I have to share needs to be more structured. Hence, the workshops and the masterclasses. They will exist very soon.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So that's very, very interesting, and we're going to dive back into that. But first, on the hair level, because she's sitting before me, you will see a picture of her, and you've got beautiful locks just past your shoulder length. And how long have you been growing your hair?
My transition into growing dreadlocks happened around 2002.
All right, well, tell us a little bit about your hair journey.
Yeah, sure.
To date.
Right, so... So, obviously, natural hair up until age 13, 14. Then secondary school, decided I wanted to embark upon some fashion hair statements. Salt and pepper back in the day used to be my big influence.
Been there.
So, luckily convinced my parents, or my mother actually, to allow me to perm my hair, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Dyed blonde and head shaved to the side. So from age 14 to 18, I had permed hair. I then decided I wanted to grow my hair in a different way, and I then started experimenting with braids. So it was around the time Janet Jackson had those big box braids from the Juice movie. And I thought, I'm going to go for that look. And then I started to look at myself differently from that point onwards. Where I'd had the braids in, my hair underneath had grown quite significantly. And I saw my natural hair coming through. And I thought, wow, this is great. I've got my natural hair back. I quite like this. I then started experimenting. One afternoon I took the braids out and I had a nice funky afro. So I must have been about age 20 by then. I thought, this is great. All right, I'm going to go and have a funky 70s afro. I then rocked that quite for maybe about 2 or 3 years. But what I had to do, because I was then working in a corporate environment, I used to cane roll my hair down and wear wigs to work. I felt that very, very restrictive. And a few people worked out that my hair, that actually wasn't my hair, and I was wearing a wig, and it was a little bit embarrassing. When I got called out a few times at work by a black guy that used to work there, and he always threatened to pull it off at work. So I then thought about myself differently and realised that corporate life wasn't actually for me. And that's when I started embarking on my journey of being a true individual, and being true to myself. And I was going through a finding myself journey, and I decided to bump my hair. I came to work with shiny bumps in my hair, and everybody loved them. They wanted to know how long it took to do it and everything. And I was like, this is actually not too bad. Mm-hmm. Whereas, I think people around me at the time was like, you can't do that. You've got to keep the wig. You've got to keep the corporate look going. And I was like, no. So I left corporate life, but just before I did, I decided to cut my hair off, and I went down to an actual number 2. So this was in the 90s. That was my most empowering hair move ever. I cut my hair down and I loved it so much. I felt like I just stepped into my light. I actually felt I was beautiful for the first time. I have to admit, I felt that I was just free. I was incredibly happy. And then I went traveling for a year and a half, left corporate. My hair came with me. It was brilliant. I dyed it blonde. It was short. It was funky. I looked different. I felt brilliant. Came back from traveling and decided I wanted to grow it again. And I thought, at that time, Lauryn Hill was happening. The Miseducation album was out. Lauren was rocking some boss dreads. And I thought, yeah, that was a strong influence to me. And I just embraced that and decided I was going to grow dreads. And I've had them since 2002. So that's my journey. And actually, I'm now thinking of cutting them off. So watch this space.
Very interesting. And it just goes to show that your hair is a journey.
Yeah.
And you move through it and it moves through you.
Yeah.
And just speaking about your initial big chop that you did when you was around 20,
Yes.
that liberation that was emitting off of you, I was thinking to myself, wow, it sounds like she's going to go there again.
Yeah. Yeah. It felt like a rebirth. Like, it was just such an empowering move. And obviously I was lucky. I did get a lot of compliments in terms of, from women. They, oh, go on, sister, that's so brave of you and it suits you. I want to do that. I'd love to do that one day. And the response and the connection that it gave me with other women was really interesting. And I realised having natural hair really connects you with women in a very different way from having processed hair. There's almost like, oh, you were brave. You went there. And you look good with it. I want to do that. It's like, you can do it. And then you end up being in this kind of like this supportive role. And it's all about hair. But it's a bit more than that. So cutting my hair off was big. It was massive. And I think it also signified that change isn't something you should always be scared of.
So be it. Can I ask you, because you're sitting before me, your locks beautiful, well taken care of, they're gorgeous, the colour, everything compliment you are. What's inspiring you to consider another big chop? If I'm allowed to ask.
Yeah, of course you are. I think there's been change in my life. Lots of change. There's the move abroad. There's the change in relationship. And the relationship with myself, not only my relationship with another significant other, but it's almost time for another rebirth in this to a certain degree. And it feels like a significant time to change my hair too. And I'm really looking forward to it. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm definitely not the person I was back then. But I'm interested in exploring who and what and how it's going to make me feel. And I understand change is something when you embrace it, it's generally something quite empowering. But it's scary. But when you embrace it, you get some big rewards. So it's not just about my hair, but I guess it's the whole transition of who I am and where I am and wanting to change and move on and be in that, and I realize it's the whole package. And the hair,
It grows.
It grows. I mean, and yeah, it's everything. It's the whole thing, isn't it? So, yeah, I'm looking forward to actually embracing change again. Yeah.
That was a great interview. Lesley, she's amazing. I mean, I've known her for a while, and to watch her journey and to hear the things she said. I mean, I haven't heard her say or explain her journey in that way and talk about her hair. So that was really, really inspirational. So I can't wait to find out more about these workshops, because it's quite interesting, because the Jay-Z album recently came out, 444, and a lot of the stuff he talks in there is about financial empowerment and understanding how the world works and passing on knowledge.
Yes.
So I completely salute Lesley and her mission to do that and share her journey and help other people understand how to transition from corporate, if they want to, into creating passive income and going on that journey. So I would definitely be signing up, and I'm sure we'll be involved. We've got our concierge hospitality management expert in our team. We wear lots of different hats, you know.
That's right.
So Candice runs Exquisite Barbados, a concierge event management business. So I'm sure we'll be saying, Lesley, if you need some help in Barbados, we're here to help you. So that was awesome. So watch out for Lesley's workshops coming up, and we will announce the website and all the details in our newsletter that we'll be sending out this week. So make sure you subscribe to find out more about Lesley's up-and-coming workshops.
Definitely.
So
I feel, having said, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that, being that, we have so many facets, in my mind, I kept, what wants to come out is, I'm every woman, it's all in me. So I just have to get it out.
But that's the line that you have to sing now. Is anything you want done, baby?
Do it naturally. Oh, whoop whoop.
That's right. Actually,
sorry, I couldn't. I was gonna combust if I didn't get it out. I'm sorry.
No, get it out. That's what Lesley talks about, being a true natural self.
Real talk.
So, talking about true natural self, we announced last week that we are going to be involved in World Afro Day. So we had a catch up with Michelle de Leon this week, who gave us some great news, very exciting. They have secured their keynote speaker, who is Miss USA 2016, Deshauna Barber. You may have seen her. She made big headlines for winning the crown with her natural glory. And she talks about, when you see the interviews, we featured her a couple of times in the Natural Hair Weekly newspaper, about the reasons why she decided to rock her natural hair for the competition. So she will be one of the keynote speakers. They will also be doing a record-setting world record, which is the largest hair education lesson ever held.
Oh, wow.
So if you want to get involved in that, if you're teacher at a school or your children at a school and you want to get your school involved, then please reach out to us and we can connect you, or go directly to the World Afro Day site and find out more. There will also be at these events dermatologists, psychologists, hair salons, a pop-up hair clinic, and also one of our favourite child authors, Tola Okalawu, who wrote Daddy Do My Hair. So she will also be there speaking. So it should be an awesome event. 15th of September, put that day in your diary. It's going to be a day that happens every year from this year onwards. World Afro Hair Day, and we will be supporting it this year and every year here at Natural Hair Weekly. So excited about that.
Good stuff.
Yeah, excellent.
I'm so excited. I'm going to get the words out.
Naturally. All right, and we also would like to re-announce to you our competition. You know, the one that took my team members about half an hour to get out last week.
That was me. I'm not even going there.
Perhaps while you were listening to the competition details and how you could enter, you just lost interest and just decided not to bother because
I just couldn't get it out.
because we haven't had any takers on the competition. So we've decided to reshuffle the whole idea. We've still got a Felicia Leatherwood brush for you, but now we'd like you to enter a prize draw by sending us an email. You have to subscribe first because we're only accepting subscribers' emails. So send us an email and we will enter you into a prize draw, which will be pulled next week, and we shall be announcing the winner on next week's podcast. So if you'd like to own yourself a must-have for your hair kit, Felicia Leatherwood hairbrush. I mean, I've got one. It's awesome. I use it on myself and my girls' hair, and the pulling and the snagging is minimal. It's excellent. I love it. I'm so thankful that I have one. So if you'd like to try it out for free, send an email to us at info@naturalhairweekly.com. Yeah?
Yep.
There we have it, ladies. Is there anything to add before we let people get on with their week?
No, that's it. We're looking forward to the winner of the hairbrush. The Felicia Leatherwood hairbrush.
Naturally.
Yes.
All right.
Enjoy your week, buddy.
Yeah, we love you guys.
Yeah, and rock your fro with confidence wherever you go.
That's right.
So be it. All right. Take good care. All right. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye.